Meals on Wheels was established in 1954 and simply aims to cater for people with a variety of differing needs to provide a nourishing three-course meal. Hi, my name is Aiden Dryburgh, and when Meals on Wheels approached us to develop their current system to enhance the user experience and reduce their ecological impact, we had to use a number of different research methods in order to understand the inner workings and highlight possible points of innovation. The outcome of this project is to come up with a product, interface and system that will enhance our users' needs and improve the social, economic and environmental aspects of Meals on Wheels. In the beginning of the design process, we had to frame the question, which involved outlining the problems we were trying to solve, the impact we were trying to have, and the contextual constraints we were facing. The final question we came up with was, how can we enable Meals on Wheels to deliver their three core objectives? We nourish, we care, we strengthen communities in the most sustainable and environmentally responsible way possible. The stakeholder map was used to visualise all the users, being staff, volunteers and clients in the system and highlighting their input. Immersion was the most impactful process as we were volunteering for Meals on Wheels and got to experience and observe their day-to-day activities. It highlighted the major pain points in the system being clunky delivery baskets and hot boxes, confusing and overcrowded run sheets, and their extensive usage of single-use packaging. The artifact analysis involved interacting with products in the system. Looking at frozen meals and its packaging highlighted the issue of single-use packaging and inconsistent heating in the microwave. The carry tray was either an old design that felt flimsy and like the containers would easily fall out, or a tool carrier that was modified to hold 2 sets of meals. It was much sturdier but harder to remove the meals out of. Affinity diagramming was used as a visual aid to investigate the existing system. The outcome of this was to group everything into categories and attach possible solutions to the major problems such as single-use packaging, the heat of the containers, delivery drivers' confusion, and the customer's user experience. The personas gave us the opportunity to delve into the individual interactions people would have within the existing system. We came up with a range from young and middle-aged kitchen and delivery volunteers, as well as elderly and younger customers with differing needs. This highlighted key personal difficulties within the system to reinforce our previous findings. Creating scenarios allowed us to explore the possible issues that users would encounter. The visual aid of storyboarding highlighted exact issues in the system, such as lack in volunteer numbers and confusion when using the existing delivery sheets. Looking at competitor brands with both fresh and frozen meals showed us how high quality the food that comes out of Meals on Wheels is. Even at full price of $12, it is great value, providing much more food at a higher quality than competitors and being delivered to your door. The design brief was created to focus the possible solutions. These solutions were ecological responsibility, ensuring the meals are easy to handle, providing positive user experience for the customers, reducing complexity, streamlining the operations, and providing an all-in-one solution for user interaction. Using brainstorming and ideation, I came up with 3 possible solutions that would individually have a positive impact on the system and the user experience. The first was to create reusable packaging that would improve the customer's experience and reduce the ecological impact of the existing system. The second was a website redesign which would streamline the customers and volunteering experience. Finally, was a new carry tray that would aid the delivery drivers to be able to deliver meals safer and more efficiently with more accessible handle to ensure majority of users would be able to use it. The container initially had a hinge lid which raised issues of making it harder to eat out of than the existing system. Developing the idea of having the meal served to the customer was tested, however using the lid as a plate was simply too small to eat off of. Testing the phone application demonstrated that simplicity is key and ensuring that all features are easy to understand and easily guessable. The task required also must be quick as to not slow down the delivery. The final product is a polypropylene container with a sliding lid. The handle on the lid is larger in order to make it easier to grip for the elderly. It is designed so that the meal is prepared upside down and served to the customer. They can also choose to keep the container and eat the meal out of it directly. This will be collected on the following delivery. The application will give the delivery drivers all the information they require for their run. It will begin with the delivery list and once selected will bring up the navigation to the customer's house. It will show all of the information of the customer such as their food choice, any food allergens and special delivery instructions. Once arrived, it will bring up the option of whether or not they are going to keep the container. If so, it will prompt you to scan the container the customer is going to keep. However, if not, it will simply continue. If the customer kept the container yesterday, it will then prompt you to scan it back into the system, during the collection and record any damaged or misplaced containers in the lids. Finally is any further notes that the customer has for the Meals on Wheels delivery team. It will also integrate with their car infotainment system to allow for safer navigation to the next customer. The first step in the system is to pack the hot meal into the container. This is made to be upside down, which only involves putting the gravy on the bottom rather than the top of the meal. These will then be put into the hot boxes for delivery. The delivery driver will use the phone application to begin their run. It will connect to their infotainment system and display navigational information. Once arrived, they will have the customer's information displayed to prompt them which meal the customer has chosen. The meal is then taken inside to the customer. If they have a container from yesterday, it will be collected and tracked using the phone application. The meal will then be served to the customer and they will be left to enjoy their meal.